Hello, this is Majin D with a new video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. Before I get to my Storm Sync video, or Robert Storm's video, I'd like to do a review of Monster Hunter Generations. I have like 100 hours into this game already. Excuse me. Some people probably like, oh, you need like 200, 300 hours of Monster Hunter to review it. But honestly, that's a lot of fucking hours into one game. And it's a great game. There's a lot of downsides I'd like to get out of the way first. This particular Monster Hunter has absolutely no fucking storyline at all. And and for you, at least they tried. It wasn't much of a story, but at least they tried with a story. And this one, literally, as far as I could tell, had none. Just zero story whatsoever. And a lot of disappointing things are there's no cutscenes for the monsters where you first meet them. It's just like a still picture of then their name. That's I was just like, what the hell? It seems like they cut some corners here and there with some features, and they didn't in other features. It's a little bit weird. Again, there's no voice chat or keyboard chat within hunts, which is also disappointing. I thought they would fix that. Maybe there's some issue with it. They can't do that, and God knows why they shut that shit off. Maybe just for lag's sakes. Who knows? I don't know. But another disappointing thing I don't like about the game is the upgrade system. This is just, I just don't like it. For example, you have a great sword and you want to you upgrade it. There's levels to your sword, like 1 through, let's say, example 6 levels, and to be able to unlock the next level, you have to put your materials and your money into it. But let's say, but you don't know what the levels are until you unlock them. I think the best way to do this is to actually look it up and see what's coming up before you invest into it, because if you don't know, you can maybe I want the level 6 sword and I just pour into all these materials to level 6, and the thing is, it might be way less powerful than your level 1, what you're investing in, because you just upgraded one weapon 6 times, 6 different times. And sometimes, level 6 greatsword will be less powerful and have less sharpness than your level, what you just poured in 6 levels into. So it's just like, oh damn, it's a like high risk, high reward thing. Do you risk pouring 6 levels into it to unlock level 6 greatsword and go from there and branch off like that? It just seems so tedious, and it seems to be a lot harder if you're like a weapons collector and you want all the different kind of weapons. That would be quite the fucking task that you would have to perform to not only get all the materials to unlock level 1, level 3, level 4, then branch off from there. And sometimes those level 4 has different levels to it. So it can be quite tedious, and it seems a lot more grinding and shit is poured into the game. It feels a lot like padding in a way. I really don't like it. And I'm sorry if that makes some people mad, but I just can't get into the level system. And armor's even worse. You would need like rare material. It's no longer just armor spheres. You have to pour into your armor to upgrade it. You have to pour sometimes very rare materials into your armor to upgrade it to max, which also a lot more grindy. That's pretty much about all my complaints about it. I do like the flashy art styles to it. They have certain arts like adapt arts, aerial style, guild style. Those things are a lot. Those things are pretty cool to look at. They're flashy. They seem very powerful, and it's just like seeing the arts performed. It's really fucking cool to see. And it never really gets old to see these things just go off, even though you see them like a million times. You think it'd get old, but It really doesn't. I think it's really fun. It is harder to mount monsters in this game, but it's really no problem, really. I think they nerfed the amount of times you can actually mount a monster, which is nice because you just mount fucking monsters for days, and for you, it got ridiculous. They didn't nerf a few things like the Inkset glaive and charge blade, because those things were just fucking ridiculous. And sharpness +1 they nerfed, which I kind of understand. It was just really fucking overpowered kind of things that I think they retuned, which I thought I think it was a more improvement than a shitty thing to do. I think they did the right steps to refine these weapons to actually not be completely fucking just shit on the monster. um, but it's a great game, and online is pretty fucking great. I have yet to receive any kind of lag whatsoever. I think I got a little lag here and there, but for the 99% of the time, it's a great connection, and you don't run into too many, I guess, assholes online, elitists. So I've ran into a few, but for the most part, people are pretty nice and will help you out. But a lot of people will abandon. If you're doing your urgent quest, sometimes the person who's initiated the quest won't stay. They'll finish the urgent quest, but they won't help you with it. That kind of sucks. But for the most part, people are very helpful and then won't be complete dicks to you. So I have to give this game a kind of a low score because there's a lot of things I just was really disappointed with the game, and I can't give it more than a 7 out of 10 because there's so much things I feel like they padded the game way too much and just had a lot too many shortcuts to make it feel like you're grinding way more than you really should. And that just really disappoints me. Maybe they did this for a reason, because in the previous Monster Hunter games, it was kind of easy to collect the most powerful weapons in the game. I'm not gonna lie, you would have to grind maybe 10. If you're really unlucky, you might have to grind a certain monster like 20 times to get certain parts, but after that, you were done. You're finished, you didn't have to do anything else. But with here, you need to keep on going. So in a way, they did slash improve it, even though it feels a lot more grindy. So, sorry, I had to give the game a 7 out of 10, but it's just, there's so many things that disappointed me in the game, and they did improve a lot of things in the game. Don't get me wrong, it's not a shitty title by any means. But I wouldn't pay full price. I pre-ordered the game. Oh god, I know the fucking world's coming to an end. I'm pre-ordering shit. But thank you for listening, and comment, and subscribe.